Hey, what's up, guys? We're joining you here from week 2 of TMT. I'm Raptor. With me was Squid. How's it going,
Hello.
Squid?
It's going great.
We're jumping in right away to game 1 of winners quarters. S2J versus Fizz.
Oh yeah.
So we're a little bit into the game, and we'll jump right in.
Boom. So I don't know if these two have played before. I think Fizz is like Florida or somewhere far away from here. I don't know. East of California, you know? So, and yeah. S2J off to a good start.
Yeah, so Fizz is sort of well known for his run at the National Arcadian, right? That's like his big claim to fame.
He would probably say that we're missing his other claims to fame, but I'm not super familiar with them. But yeah, that's one that I definitely know of as well. So I know he's got like a lot of good wins and stuff. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, for sure. He's definitely a good player. I think
Yeah.
that's the deepest run that I know of.
right.
That was a really nice F-tilt to catch Johnny's recovery.
Yep. Yeah, I like when people like kind of play aggressive with invincibility. I see a lot of people kind of waste invincibility and like run all the way to the corner and hit him. You know, like. Nice.
Oh, he finds the up tilt out of the stomp combo. That was
Yeah,
wild.
you got to be careful when timing your stomps during the missed tech because they like bounce up and then they like you stomp them back down into the ground instead of propping them up and stuff. But
Oh, that nair. He gets grabbed. I think he was probably looking for an F tilt instead of the F smash there.
Yep. I think he was looking for an F tilt, but I think you're supposed to look for a down smash. Down smash is like the instant hitbox below you, and forward tilt. I don't even know if would have avoided the hug, but maybe. I don't know. So
Sure.
yeah.
All right. Well, so Johnny able to take game 1. We'll see him jump back in for game 2 here in a moment. I'm curious. So, like, I know in general, Sheik and Falcon both really like Battlefield. Is there like a stage like? Would Sheik want to go to like Fountain or something to get like a bit of an advantage?
Yeah, Fountain is probably the best stage. Yeah, or like Yoshi's. I don't think it's
Hmm.
like matters too much. You're kind of just trying to like limit Falcon a little bit. You probably don't want FD.
Hmm.
But definitely it's a matchup where both of them kind of play grounded most of the time anyways, because like Sheik doesn't platform camp Falcon by any means, right? So you're kind of
Yeah.
both kind of staying on the ground and crouch canceling a lot. They kind of both crouch cancel the hell out of each other. So it's like really hard for both players to just like get in for free.
Sure. And so, okay, again, we see Yoshi's. One of the things we got to talk about last week is how Yoshi's is generally considered a bad stage for Falcon, but these top-level Falcons nowadays feel very unencumbered on this stage.
Yep, and as we say that, we see like 4 stomps and a knee, and then stopped over. So definitely, I think like the theory behind picking Yoshi's is that like, well, Falcon dash dance is really fucking fast, so let's try to slow him down on a smaller stage. And then Falcons don't need like the huge amount of space to dash dance. They're kind of down to scrap close quarters. Like the top Falcons aren't stalling out neutral. They're just playing out neutral in close quarters, and so the small stage ends up being more interactive, and then they just kind of end the stocks early anyways. So.
Yeah, that was a really clever stomp to force him off the platform, and then he gets the grab.
Yeah.
Great option to air dodge to Randall, but Johnny was ready for it. Just closed out the stock anyway. Oh, jeez, these.
Yeah, this is like the low percents are. Oh my god, I was gonna say the low percents are normally tricky because Falcon kind of needs to land a stomp or a grab, and stomp is kind of reactable. Like you can shield on reaction at the very least, right? Like the moment Falcon leaves the ground, you can shield and you can't get stomped. That being said, every single stock S2J has found like 4 or 5 stomps at low percents and just cleanly gets past the 0% threshold and then just combos. Yeah? So it's kind of like that's how you get to such an advantage of 4 stocks to 1 is you find stomps at low percents over again. So.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other thing to talk about here is just the massive edge guarding, right? Like, it's really hard for either of these characters to get back against the other, but especially with Johnny playing the way he is. Like, once Fizz is off stage, it's just over. Oh my god, again.
And we see like the crouch canceling both ways going way in S2J's favor. Like S2J got a crouch cancel down tilt there, which is not a particularly fast crouch cancel option, right? Like she kind of has better crouch cancel options than that, but she hasn't crouch canceled anything because S2J is just spamming stomp and neutral, which can't be crouch canceled. So maybe Fizz was looking for crouch canceling when he should have been looking to shield because S2J was spamming stomp, not crouch cancelable options.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important point, right? Like, S2J is not giving him anything to crouch cancel. He's
Right.
just spamming moves that aren't crouch cancelable. And, like, even when he goes for, like, that, you saw that there. Oh, my God. like you saw the nair there, like he does it super spaced so that even if the crouch cancel does come out, like how is Fizz supposed to get a punish there, right? Johnny just gets the dash back.
Not to mention, he actually didn't dash back. He did nair into stomp right away, right? So if Sheik like misses a grab because she tried to CC grab, she just gets stomped, and now she loses her CC again. So that being said, this is definitely the best counter pick for how the match has been going because this makes it harder to stomp. Like Falcon can play around this stage as well, similar to how we were talking about with Yoshi's, but it involves like you either have to stomp through the platforms, which is even more predictable than like short hop stomps, right? Or you just have to not stomp. You have to dash dance grab more and stuff, and that's not how S2J's been finding his openings, and it pays off. Quick T drop for the fans.
Okay, that was a little bit of a gimp opportunity, but Johnny got his double jump out really fast, and Fizz wasn't ready for it.
Yep, I think it's really hard for Sheik to get people at 0. Her aerials are actually just like not strong enough to put you in enough. Kills himself there. But yeah, her aerials tend to not be strong enough to put you in enough hit stun. So if you like tank the aerial at 8% or whatever you are after the throw, you can like instantly air dodge to the next one, and you tend to like at least make it back on the stage and force her to combo you instead of like let her kill you at 0. So.
All right, so we're seeing Fizz close out a couple stops pretty quickly here. If he can keep up this kind of pace, maybe Johnny's going to have to... Oh, God. And that's like right through the up tilt, too, right? Like you're seeing Fizz try to change up his game. He's not looking for those same crouch cancels as much, but Johnny's just using that huge hitbox to just eat up whatever Fizz chooses.
Up airs the wrong way, doesn't matter, he just finds 2 more up airs, and yeah, and the way he's finding these stomps, he's kind of finagling his way between hitboxes and stuff, so stomp is like, the downside is that it's kind of slow, the upside is that it's like extremely strong, beats crouch canceling, and is a huge hitbox, so S2J is really like making use of all the strengths of it, because he's like able to beat out an up tilt with stomp, which is not easy to do. Yep, it's pretty much checkmate there. I think like Falcon doesn't have a good shield drop shine option, like so he kind of has to take it. So. Ooh, nice forward tilt up smash.
Yep, that's 2 kills off the top with the up smash. He's really finding that option on this stage.
Yep. Oh, that time he catches the jump, and yeah, there we go. So that's like it's like a multi-step process to get the gimp right. Like he had to read the jump and then immediately hit him again. And I think S2J probably had time to air dodge, but that's such a tight timing to like find. So. Yeah.
Yeah, and the last time he was in that situation, S2J didn't have to go for the air dodge. He just got the double jump out fast enough, and Fizz was trying to catch him being slow on the double jump. So it felt like Johnny felt like he could just do that again, and this time around it didn't really work.
Yeah, it's actually a little greedy because what you're supposed to do is double jump backwards, and then even if Sheik hits you, she can't like land and forward tilt right away because you're out of range. So her aerials like have quite a bit of lag if she has to like finish them in the air, right? So she short hops strong back airs you, then like the back air is still out for a while, and that gives you enough time to air dodge back on or something, right? So actually being further off stage lets you like tank a back air and then up B high, and like yeah, you're gonna take a bunch of damage, like but you're gonna be back on stage instead of getting like back air forward tilt down smash, and now you have no jump and you're off stage and you're dead. So
Yeah, and I will say the other thing that I liked about the way that Fizz closed that out is it was very decisive, right? Like he hits the down smash, he immediately runs off, goes for the deep fair before Johnny can even like start his up B or go into any of those drift shenanigans. So that was really nice.
Yep. So Johnny does prefer the bigger stage, so that makes sense. But, you know, we're saying that like the Falcons don't need all the stage to dash dance, but also they don't mind it. You know? There's a double jump back, so he double jumped backwards that time and avoids again. So let's see it.
Yeah, and Fizz not with the super optimal punish. He only gets a few % there with a single hit. Not a big combo. Oh, he finds the back airs.
Oh, the quadra bear.
Yeah, I think that's like the second or third time this set that Fizz has gotten hugged when he thought he had a finisher, and that can be really tough.
Ooh, a little slow on the stomp there. It's kind of ambiguous where Sheik was gonna like land after her food. Oh, nice. That's like one of the ways that like a lot of people don't exploit Sheik's recovery. Is like the startup of her up B is not invincible right away, and she tends to kind of like predictably float pretty close to the ledge because she feels invincible, and most people just let her get away with it. But Johnny just goes pretty far off stage with the back air and just says, no, you don't get to just like up B too close. So.
Oh my god, another stomp, and here we go again.
The gentleman into the grab. Oh, he needed the tech read there, but still, 56 is not bad. Now he's out of crouch cancel %.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that Johnny's been really impressive about throughout the set is every time he gets a hit at 0, he's getting Fizz all the way out of crouch cancel %. It's not just like, oh, I got one hit and I got to get 3 more in order to get this part of the game over with. It's I found the little combo that gets me to the next stage.
Yep, and that's one of the benefits of like fishing for the correct moves in neutral. He knows that he's not fishing for nairs at 0%, he's fishing for stomps. And it's kind of hard not to get 50% off of a stomp. You know? Like, you're gonna get a stomp and you're definitely gonna get a grab, and then you at least, like, that's already like 25 or something. You get one tech read, and, you know? Like,
great edge cancel there on the hit stun, but Johnny's just able to tank a hit and keep it going. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was more like really good CC interactions on the left side of the stage, carries him over to the right, and then closes out the edge guard with Stomp Knee. So, Falcon, one of the more brutal punishes on the Sheik up being onto the stage because he just has the strongest moves. Yeah.
Oh man, and Johnny catches him with the nair just like a little bit over Sheik's full hop, and then he's, oh my god.
Yeah, like Fizz actually had his shield up, and then he either jumped at the very last second, or somehow got shield poked, which rarely happens to Sheik. I think he just jumped at the last second, but man.
Man, yeah, that was pretty aggressive by Johnny. He really closed out that last game really quickly, and so that's going to do it for our first set of the night.
Yeah.
It looks like we have a little bit of a gap here where everyone is currently already in a game, so we're going to wait for a game to be available before we get started.
Yep, so looking at the bracket right now, it looks like our first semis match might be decided. So S2J Fizz just played and S2J wins. Gatsu just beat Android Zero in the Falcon Ditto. So it looks like we might have another Falcon Ditto here in S2J Gatsu in semis. Ginger beat the Leaf, who's a Texas Fox, who beat Kadoran. And then it looks like SFAT and Bobby Big Balls are already in a match. So that's going to be our top four. Is going to be S2J Gatsu, Ginger, and then winner of SFAT Bobby.
Yeah, that should be a pretty exciting set of games here to close out the night. Curious,